trying to do this stupid thing. I had a nice computer set up, all kinds of good stuff. I was going to try to do a bunch of good stuff, and that all miserably failed. Great. Restart my thing over here. Looks like maybe it's going. Thanks to that live chat for that, yes. Skip my ads. Stupid ads. Okay. Alright. Sorry. Dorothy, hope you're here. Glad you're here. I think you're here. Check my comments here. Yes, Dorothy, you're here. Great. Hi, Amy. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad it looks and sounds good, Spike, because the other thing sounded like crap. I spent a whole bunch of money on freaking all kinds of good camera equipment. I was going to run it from my computer, and everything was going bad. It wouldn't access the camera. Then it was doing the stupid waving, rolling lines through the camera, and everything I was doing. And then, just this whole setup has been poop. All right, so I'm glad you guys can hear me. Today, we're going to make Dorothy a pen. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to move my tablet a little bit so I can see what Dorothy's saying. Oh yeah, no. Dorothy, you got no idea. Look at all that wood. Let me pick this thing up. That right there is the box of your pen blanks right here. That's all the stuff you get to choose and pick from. Yeah, I got lots of stuff. Project in the works here. Yep, lots and lots and lots of wood. But this is my little wood workshop here. So I'm going to kind of try to see as best I can. Dorothy, do you prefer all wood? Well, for sure I'm a wood hoarder, Spike. You know me so well. I am a definite 100,000% wood hoarder. Okay, so if you prefer all wood, Dorothy, I'm just going to show you these. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't. If you don't, cool. These are resin with a piece of root inside, but I couldn't tell you which one has more root or not. But if you would like one of these, you can do one of these. Otherwise, we'll pick through woods. I'll try to kind of turn them so you can kind of see the colors. Yep, so you can pick one of these or we can pick woods. So keep these in mind. There's only 4 of them. Then we'll look at some woods. Do you prefer light or dark wood? And did you mean to say real or red? Light, maybe. Okay. So, kind of got a little bit of limited space, but let's see what we can do here. Try to move this here, and then I'm going to look at my tablet over here. Try to read what you're saying as we go. I'm actually going to unplug my tablet. That way I can take it with me. All right, light maybe. So as we're looking over here, I got a big old box of various woods, and it's going to be hard to see the wood grain. But this guy right here, this is zebra wood. So you get a lot of grain action in that. How you doing, Jim? Spike and everybody else, sorry. So that's zebra wood. Keep that one in mind. This one's kind of pretty, but I think this one is a type of walnut, maybe. It's got a big knot in it. Oh yeah, the table. Yeah, I'm actually recreating this table. This table was already done for somebody. But I'm recreating that. I think this one's kind of boring, Dorothy. This is Sapele. Sapele has a lighter color and kind of a glow when you roll it around. Try to get it a little better for video. But Sapele does kind of glow. Set that one aside. This is more zebra wood. This is Padauk, very orange. This won't make it into the pen. That'll be turned out of the way. There are lots of different Padauk. Sapele. That's Padauk. Oh, this is actually really nice. This is Chechen. So that one's got some really cool grain in it. We'll set that one aside. Maybe you might like that one. This is Bacote or Bacote. This will have very, very predominant grains in it. The grain in this will be very profound, light and dark, so it'll be a little bit lighter in that spot and then very dark everywhere where you can see the grain. So it is a good light dark mix. That's Bacote. Marble wood is very, very similar to zebra wood. I can actually show you what marble wood looks like. This is a pencil that's marble wood. So that gives you an idea what marble wood looks like. Zebra wood will look a lot like this as well. That's Sapele. Set the other side. It's another little piece of Chechen. That won't go very deep, that kind of cool color, but it's another piece of Chechen. So far your favorite is the resin root. Okay, we'll keep that one in mind. Bunch more zebra wood. These are burls. This is Coolabah burl, Coolabah red. Burl wood tends to look really cool and it kind of goes really, really crazy. We've got a few of those. This is Molly burl, Molly red burl. So it's darker. Molly is good. That's a piece of blue maho. What is this? This is Macaba. It's kind of got some neat green to it. I think this one might be a little boring. Machiche. Morba coat. That must have fallen out. That goes in with the Molly Red. Jordy got a pen made out of this, Bloodwood. Olive wood. Olive wood's kind of a pain in the butt to work with, but it is pretty. Pretty dusty in this shop. That's probably Sapele. This is brown Molly Burl. I have to trim this one down a bit. Yep, little teeny tiny piece, look at that. 1.5 by 1.5 by 6 inches. Expensive stuff. African Babinga. This turns really nice and it ends up being really pretty, but it'll be really dark. Rosewood. It's hard to see what the grain will look like with it being rough cut and not sanded down and pretty, but that's rosewood. Let's see what we got here. Still the resin root. I already showed her some wooden resin mix, like the resin with root is a mix. I don't know what this is. Probably bloodwood. I think that's bloodwood. I didn't write on it, and I should have. Nope, it's bloodwood. I see the tag on it. It is bloodwood. Canary wood. With some good old-fashioned rubber bands. That's canary wood. Some stuff back to make a little more room here. Some more Chechen. You know what that is. It's just not an exciting piece. Some more Chechen. Some crazy greens. This is also Chechen. And this is also Chechen. It's good crazy curling grain there. Same here. Some nice good curly grain. Not curly actually, just kind of swirly and moving around. And see what else we got in here. Purple heart, if you like purple. I got lots of purple heart. Got lots and lots of purple heart. It's more bloodwood. Ebony. That is as black gets. Oh yeah, there's some of that's on there still. Coco Bolo. That's a little bit of a lighter wood. You get some kind of neat grains in it. Still searching here. Searching through what I got. More another little piece of machiche. Another chunk of purple heart. I've got lots of purple heart to work with. The next one, I actually made myself a pen out of this next one. And I'll probably make one, well, no, I'm going to wait on showing you that one yet because I didn't realize I didn't get all the way dug down here. Also got red heart. So if you like a nice pretty red wood. That's natural color. So what else we got in here? Catalogs. It's going to be very dark. Very, very dark. Catalogs is almost as dark as ebony. Duke. Some more catalogs. Okay. Okay, so last one I'm going to show you, and then we'll make a decision what you like. I'm going to make myself another pen out of this because it's that kind of pretty. How's that for green? This is leopard wood. Known for its little leopardy spots. I'm going to end up making myself one out of those because I really like the way the other one turned out. And then I sold it. And I got plenty of leopard wood, so I can do a leopard wood one. It is the subway of wood. So you tell me what you think, Dorothy. What do you like? Yeah, I'm just changing back my playback quality so they get a better view on this. Okay, so I'm going to shut my heat off and give you a minute to stir and decide if you want the zebra or one of the resin and root. Keeping in mind the resin and root, I can't tell you which one has the most root in it. I know this one has a little root here. That's part of the root. This could be a very small amount of root and more resin. I don't know. I can see some root in here. I can't tell you how much root is in these because I don't remember and I didn't mark them well. If I had to guess, I would say this one probably has the most root in it. This one's probably got a pretty big chunk of root in it as well. So let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, Spike says he likes the last one. Which one did I show you last? Jesus. It was one of these. I think it was one of these two that I showed you last. Had a little blue and purple in it, maybe. I think it was one of these that I showed you last. The bottom one. Okay. This one it is. I'm going to set this on my lathe. And I'm going to do a quick little cleanup here. Put some stuff away. Get some stuff out of the way. And then we'll get to work. I normally don't clean up super fast and just throw everything in. I'm interested in getting going, getting some stuff done. This will be the first project I've done in a while. I haven't done a pen or anything in a long while. I've got lots of projects I gotta get going on that I just haven't for one reason or another, like work. This week I'm working 7 days. I work today. I'll be working tomorrow. So lots and lots of work going on. Time, right? Everybody's got busy days, busy lives. I'm no exception to that rule by any means. All right. You reposition this. Plug this back in so I can see everything while I'm working with you. All right, great minds think alike. That is gorgeous, good choice. It's going to look amazing. I agree, Spike. I agree with you 100%. Let me go ahead and move this. All right, these I don't need anymore. Yeah, so it turns out that Dorothy's pen kit takes a letter O pen bit. And I know that I bought a letter O. I am positive that I bought it, but I can't find it. So I have to use an 8mm instead, because that fits enough where I feel like it's going to be A-okay. I already tested it. That's what those two pieces of wood were. Just taking out some stuff here for the purpose of the turns. I'll leave that in there so I don't knock it off. All right. These are your tubes. And rotate this way so you can see what I'm doing here. Loosen this up. Crap. You know what? I'll leave that tight, and I'm just going to let this come down a little bit because I can't get it to angle the way I want. So I'm just going to bring that down like that. All right. Take our pretty little pen blank here. I think you can still see it. See what I'm doing, maybe? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So Dorothy, do you want more of the blue or more of this color in it? So let me know if you want more of this color or this color in the pen. More of the blue, okay. We'll mark from that side. Okay. So what we do is we make a couple little marks there. On the pen blank, we make a couple little marks for the cut. And just take another quick measurement, make sure I'm going to have enough tube there. Oh, I'll have plenty. Well, I'm going to give you a little preview. You're going to have a fairly decent amount of wood in that and that. This one you got some burl. That's the only way I can tell, or some root in there. That's the only way I can tell what's what. And we're going to make a mark so that we know orientation. And scrap piece. Throw that over there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Sorry, my cord got a little caught there. All right, let's make some holes. This part will be quieter. Not all the way through yet. All right, let's see what else we can get going here. Heats up relatively quick. All right, punch through. Make it all the way through. Yes, I did. All right, take this out. Grab my little towel here so I can do this on my bench of sorts. Keep it in front of you guys. Thick stuff. A little bit of Starbond, accelerator, and glue, and the tubes. I'm glad I cut those at the same size because these tubes are different size and I didn't notice it. One's longer than the other, but we'll be okay. Dorothy, would you like the longer part of your pen, the more blue, and the shorter part, the less blue? Or would you like the longer part, the not blue? I'm reading your comments right now. Longer one blue. Gotcha. Okay, reading comments still. Yeah, lathes are awesome pieces of equipment. You can turn a lot. Not being funny. Turn. Yeah, that's what you can make a lot of stuff really fast with a lathe. They're super good for that. They make for quick, fast, and easy projects. Whenever doing or working with this super glue, be careful because it will stick to you. So I like to use these gloves. Roll my sleeves up. So put some glue on here. The nice part about CA glue is how fast it sets. It's like super fast setting, especially with the accelerator on it. Just gonna work it in and out. Push it in there. Use my cap, try to push it in a little deeper there. It's about as good as I'm gonna get it. You can already hear it sticking to my gloves. Give it a little set that down on the towel. Let that get ready to set. So you guys can see, get that out of the way. So you have to sand the tubes, which I already did before I started the video, so that the glue will adhere to it. Don't you get stuck. Well, that's not going to go over well. Got stuck on me. That doesn't work good. I'll fix it though. But that was not what I wanted to have happen right there. Definitely not what I wanted to have happen. However, there's a fix. Not a fix I like, but a fix I can do. Take this guy, set him off here. And I need to step in front of the camera. Kind of going to cheat to get through this. This was going to be the next piece of the puzzle anyways. I'm going to have to heat this up from the inside. I'm going to do that with the tube reamer. This tube reamer was going to be the next piece of the puzzle anyways. So I have to force it to cause a little bit of friction, enough heat that I can pull this thing out. Not get that tight enough. Try that again. Just going to keep letting that try to heat it up a little bit. Hey Jordy, how are you, buddy? I'm reading your comments while I'm letting that heat up. See if I got enough heat in there to pull this sucker out, maybe. Let's try it from the other direction, I suppose. Or maybe I can just try a little lighter. I'll try that. Always more than one way to try to fix something. I don't need a ton of heat. So I'm just using the drill bit so I can push it out, because I know the hole is drilled to the specific size. See if I can get lucky here. Some movement on it. Pink. Got it out. Chill it and cool it. Hey, what's up, Bat? See you later, Jordy. Pen blank should still be okay. Yep, I think so. I'm gonna have to clean this up again. That's okay. So I got little bits of glue on there that I'm just gonna pop that off with my nail, and then I'm gonna re-clean it up with the sandpaper. Only I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna use the drill to clean it up right after I put some of these tools away. So it's a pretty good lesson here. If you screw something up, don't get frustrated, don't get angry. I'm guilty of it. I get frustrated, I get angry. But there's definitely ways to fix stuff. You don't always have to get mad about it. Put that in there and get that twisted off. That is in there tight. Almost out. And re-drill it, come in from this side, let it ream itself out a little bit. So that should help make it not jam up on me when I go to put that tube in. Let it wobble out that hole a little bit. Salvaged. Okay, just checking that out a little bit there. Alright, still don't like it there. Might be different after I sand it. So this is how I cheat when I sand. I have a tube. Put just the tip of it into the drill. A little bit of sandpaper. The idea is to grab it loose so it doesn't tear off in your hand. Makes for a much easier sanding if you need it to be. Get the other side. If I'm doing a lot of times, I'll do every tube like this. All right. See how that fits. I'm going to dry fit it again, because I don't want to have to do all that work again that I just did. So even that's just a little bit tight. It's a little tighter than what I want it to be. So I need to try to figure out a little bit different on the drill bit size, because that is not going to help me. Put it into the drill, into the chuck again, drill it again. Just kind of trying to wobble it out a little bit. Still too tight. Okay. means I'm going to grab a different drill bit, I think. Maybe. .2164 might be a little bit too big. That one might work, and if not, we'll work our way up. So I'm switching from metric to standard because my drill index on my standard bits increments up a little bit easier, a little slower. Like I said, I know I had a letter O pen bit maker's bit. And I don't know where in the heck it went. I'm normally really good about keeping all my tools together. And I couldn't tell you where this one went. Still a little tight. So I am going to jump up to the one that kind of barely fit. That one's probably going to be it. Before I do that, I will check my 8.5 and see if that is fitting in the hole or is any better. I think that's bigger. That's bigger by a lot. Yeah, I knew earlier that the 8.5 millimeter bit was going to be just a little bit too big. And this 2164 is right in between the 8 and the 8.5. So hopefully this one does the perfect trick. Sounds like it's taking off just a little bit. Oh, definitely shaved off a little. That's good. That's what we want to see. All right, we're about back in business. I think that tube is going to fit nice now. As long as that tube fits nice, we can continue on. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Should be able to get that in there. Get it glued on nice and right. Yay! Put some drill bits away real quick. So I won't be needing the drill bits again. As I said, the difference in making a mistake and getting mad versus making a mistake and getting it fixed is huge. And I am definitely one who is guilty of making a mistake and getting mad. Done it many times, unfortunately. So for the newbie people out there, even people who've done it time and time again, we make mistakes. It's just a reality. They say that a good worker, a good woodworker, is defined not by his ability or her ability to do the job perfectly the first time. It's how well you can do at fixing your mistakes. All right, I like how that's going. Blow that out nice. Just reading through some of your guys' comments. Thank you, Bat. forgot to silence my phone, put it on the vibrate mode there. There. That's better. Okay, back at it. Right to where we were. You got to find the edge that had a little bit of a lip on it. Yep, that's the one we want to glue. I'll put it into that end. So I'm just setting myself up before I glue here, making sure that I'm putting it into the right end. You all keep your minds out of the gutter. Actually, I don't care. I took it there first, so believe me, you can take it all the way into the gutter. Not going to hurt my feelings. Nope, nope, nope. I like it there. That should set up nice. And the one thing that I did notice when I was hammering it off, I got this little teeny tiny hairline crack in it right there. And I don't want that to transfer through, so I'm going to use some thin CA glue and seal that up so it doesn't mess us up. See what the CA glue did? A little chemical reaction there. Melted that plastic and bubbled it up. Same thing right here. But it should have gotten deep enough in there that it's not going to hurt me in any way. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. If you've never worked with CA glue, it is really, really good stuff. But as you can see, you can make a quick mistake. Done. And that'll really throw your whole freaking mojo off if you're not careful. But it sets in seconds. So if you use it for fixing projects, like I just did, or doing entire projects, it's a great tool to have in your wood shop. Starbond is expensive, but it is worth it. Starbond for this right here, that's like $40, I think, 40 or 50 bucks for that little bit, but it does go a very long way. And get back into this. So that other tube, or the other part of the pen blank that I just had, that's now got a lot of time to set up and heal. Guess we'll call it heal. So this should go pretty easy. I like to let these sit for a while. This side I'm going to do last because it's closest to this side. And I've only got to trim a little bit off, so I'll do this side first, but I'm going to take it to the table so I know I can cut off a good portion of it right there. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, is cut off that good portion. So it's just less heat and less work on the, sorry, not the table saw, the miter saw. It's just less heat, less work on the tube reamer. Looks like I can spare about 1/4 of an inch almost. And make that cut real quick. I can even take off a little bit more. You can kind of maybe see the tube inside of there. Not so much. Maybe I get my fat fingers out of the way to allow the light. Trying to get it to where you can see where the tube starts and the wood stops. So I can trim off a little bit more, and I'm going to do that. So that's better. So now I don't have to go as far to get to the tube. Come on, focus. You can see now I don't have to go as far with the barrel tube trimmer to get to the actual tube. Like this side's like right there. So we do that so we don't have to fight the heat. And then what I like to do on this is I like to put it onto the tube reamer and then let that do my fitting, because it's important that this isn't really wobbly and janky. And I'll push it all the way in there like that, so that when I go to push, it's not hurting me any. Because that little bit of vibration, that'll cause you some heartache. This part you got to kind of be fast with, so you're not heating up too much too fast. You don't want to push the tube out or pull it out with the heat. I'm almost there. Give it a slight much. Just a little bit more of a bump. It's almost there. Like literally just a little bump. And that's all I need right there. Now you can see that brass ring in there, maybe. Maybe. If you can see the brass ring from where they're at. Doesn't look like it. I got to take it out of here anyway, so I'll take it over and show it to you. So now you can see that brass ring nice and clean and clear. And that's how we flush it up. And do the same thing with the other side. Lock this guy in. I knew this side was pretty close and tight. So the object there is to, like I said, not get it too hot, right? Because too hot and it'll pull that sucker right out of there. We don't want that. I'm going to grab my little reaming tool, almost bit there. So I'm going to have to put bushings in this when I go to turn it. So I just want to just clean up the burr. Some people call these a whirligig, a deburring tool, a reamer. It's not a reamer. I think I called it a reamer. Deburring tool, whirligig, fine. Deburring tool, not fine. Or reamer, not fine. There's a big difference between this and reamers. These are good for glass, wood. I'm sorry, not glass, plexiglass, wood, other things. Soft materials are not good for steel, but gives you a nice clean, smooth edge. So when I go to put the bushings in, it'll happen nice and clean and easy. Alrighty. Thinking I might want to trim that away a little bit. Trim away this side here. Oh, I cut that really close. The guy maybe went a little too far. I think we'll be okay though. Just not going to trim the other side. I cut that right to the metal. So the only thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to put it in just to square this up on the blank. Just going to square the blank up to it. I've already gotten really close to the brass. So I don't even want to take the brass off. I'm just squaring up the edge. That's it. I think I jumped a little bit on the saw, and that's what caused me my little bit of heartache there. It's okay. Just going to deburr that side a little bit. Yeah, all right. Oh, I like how that one's going in. That's not going to cause me much problems at all. And I'm going to leave it right there, because I did hit it, but I remember the other side I got a little bit too close, so I'm going to leave that just like that. Do my little deburring action. They do give you a little bit of forgiveness with the tubes. They tell you to not screw up, because if you screw up, you could affect the length of your pen and your build. Sorry, I can put some tools away there. We're going to get ready to make, oh, I left that piece of Chechen out. I'm going to put that back. So they tell you when you're building your pen kits, right? Like that's what we made that black mark for. So I know that's the orientation of everything. That's going to go away here in a second. The pen makers or owners, whatever, the instruction manuals, that's the word I'm looking for. Now I can speak. It'll always tell you to not goof up. They do give you a very, very small window. And I mean a small window for errors and mistakes of taking too much off. I think I'm fine with what I got a second ago. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I don't think I'm going to cause myself any issues. Anybody that ever tells you making pens is cheap, let them know that that single thing is 12 bucks. A starter kit with 4 is $54. This is like $280 plus. Everything is expensive. Expensive. Making pens is not cheap. And that is why people charge what they charge for making pens. Most pens that I do, I charge at least $40 for, if not $60 or $80. That's just a taper lock that you just saw me doing there. And I actually put it in the wrong side because I wasn't paying attention at all. This guy is what we're ready to get rid of. So take this chuck off. So this guy, these are separate from this. Just this piece is like 250, 300 bucks. These are another 50, 60 bucks. Everything costs money with making pens. It literally cost me about $600 to get set up to make pens. Looking to see if I could see the price tag on the Chuck boxes. I kept the box. Jordy throws all his boxes away. I keep mine. I cannot see the price tag on it, but I want to say that Chuck was about $300 or so. Now I can put this in the right spot here. And this one can go in the other spot. Now I can grab some stuff out of here and we can have some fun. I think I'm going to have to grab my calipers and look at the instructions because I haven't done a ton of these pens. These are bushings, but I'm using them as spacers. These are the actual bushings that I need to use. And I am going to grab my calipers, see if they're all the same size. Zero those out. .36, 9.34, 9.36, 9.338. So I think they're all the same. I'm going to check the instructions and verify. They're each only off by a tiny, tiny bit. But just want to make sure. Yeah, looks like they're intended to all be the same. So that's good. Take one, put it in here, the other one here. And this is where the spacers comes in. I actually don't need one for the middle. So I'm going to put that one back. And right now putting these bushings in, this is why I did the little deburring tool. Just made those go in a heck of a lot easier. I'm just giving this a couple of taps to get this in better. Nice and tight. Now comes the fun part, where I throw on the PPE and we get set up to make some pen. Check some comments here. I only dress like a lady on Sundays too. Oh yeah, Bap knows the exciting part. This is where stuff starts to fly. Let's get her started. Grab the wrong one. Take this down just a tad. So I'm just kind of lining it up. I want my tool to be in the center of the shaft. If you're using carbide tools, your cutting edge should be in the center of the shaft. If you're using high-speed steel, it should be slightly elevated. So take this and just turn this and give it a couple little knocks away there. Make sure that we're good enough distance. Crank our speed up. Get up to about 3,200 RPMs. Pull your face mask down. Make gentle touches. I had to tighten it up a little bit. Pieces were spinning. Okay. I can see a spot right here. I'm going to fill it. I had a big gap in this piece right here. And I think that's going to get really close down to where I don't want it to be. So I'm going to fill that with some black CA glue. Actually, yeah, I better do it with the black. Because I think the clear might react a little bit weird with it, and I don't want it to do that. So you're going to have a little bit of black in your pen here, Dorothy, but I think it's for the best for the repair to use this color and this type. It's not even really a repair, I'm just trying to ensure that I don't get us in any trouble here. See, because it can catch that and then split it right off. Done it many a times. It's not fun any other time. Wouldn't be fun this time either. I think that should be enough. If I have to revisit it, I'll revisit it. I want to get these both pretty smooth, and then we'll look at the shapes and the colors. You guys can probably see it a little bit there. Well, it's supposed to be dried. completely round. I gotta look and see which one is supposed to be the cap and body. Okay. Cap, 2 1/16. Oh, 2 1/16, 2 3/16. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading. Trying to make sure that I do this the right way. Oh, cheese and rice. Okay. I don't even have all that one popped off of there yet. Let's move this one out a little more now. Can't tell how deep that is. So I'm going to throw a little bit more glue in there. Still a little bit of a hole. Pressing it in there. I think we should be good now. All right, while I'm in a pause moment here, Dorothy, and I'm letting some of that glue set up. Do you like your pens to feel a little thicker in your hand, or do you like a slimmer feel? We can kind of shape it a little bit. All right, I'm going to shape this up a little bit more while you're deciding how thick or thin you like it. Take another quick measurement. Okay. 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 What does Dorothy say? Not really picky, whatever's going to look the best. Okay. I'll take that as you're leaving it to me to shape and design and get it acceptable. And a little more glue that's going to have to go in there. I'm going to go ahead and start commenting and saying stuff that's inappropriate if your mind is inappropriate. This thing has a pretty deep hole, I think. Take that how you wish. I know Spike's taking it in places. So is Bap. No pun intended. Getting freaking glue all over me. This is what I do. Keep showing you guys my frontal area there. Hi, Pam. Hello, hello. Move this in a little bit more. Start doing some shaping. I said earlier? Ugh. Ruh-roh. Okay. You guys didn't see that. Or you did and you just haven't commented yet. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. It's it sucks. But goes right back to what I said earlier. The mark of a good woodworker is how well you can fix your mistakes. And a mistake happened here. And that mistake is that. Oh no. But I think I can put that back together pretty easily, thankfully. All right. I'm going to bring my little towel back over here so I can do this over that. Just putting some pressure on it. I'll switch to the medium glue. Does that break actually happen at a good spot? Not that there's a good spot for a break, but I was going to have to deal with a break. That's the spot in which I would have wanted to deal with it. And the reason being is because there's still enough meat left on this that I can fix what needs to be fixed and make this damn near invisible. At least that's what we're going to hope for, is damn near invisible. Yes, we are. A little glue will fix almost anything, yes. So as you can see it now, it's kind of ugly, but it won't look like that in a minute. I'll work on shaping this one down a little bit more now. And we'll hope that we get no more pops and breaks. Need a little bit more glue in there. Son of a gun. I'm going to fill that with a clear medium. Instead of the black, I'm going to switch it over to the clear now. Super glue all over my hands. Now I'm going to go back to this one while this one sets up. Jesus. Well, I can shape that side a little more. I'll do that. Switch to a finisher just to catch this corner. Take just a little bit more off that. And just a little more. Okay, I like that. And the hole seems to look nice now. Switch back to the finishing one. I think I can be okay with that. I like that. Okay, finish this roll up. Finish on this one. All right. Smooth this out real quick. I'm going to back this off of here, Dorothy. Let you take a look at it in full size. Let you tell me if you think you want that shape different. Now, just avoid my finger, but this would be the tip of the pen and this would be the cap. Back that away. I'm going to leave the cap the way it is, but do you want the tip, do you want that thinner, or are you okay with that? I hold it and I have relatively big hands. I think that's pretty comfortable for me, for my big fat sausage fingers. Love that shape. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to keep it with this shape and we'll get some sanding done on it. Dive into my little Turner's paper here. Pull this out. Drop my speed down. Sanding is a long process. Amy, I know you kind of helped me get in touch with Dorothy. Do you two live near each other? Are you guys good friends? I'm reading as I'm sanding here. Yes, best friends. Okay. Very cool. So you guys live near each other then? Still reading as I'm sanding here. I don't have to look much to do this part. Oh, that's freaking cool. The two carved together. That's really freaking cool. Or Amy carves and Dorothy, do you carve or no? Just a little bit? So I saw somebody likes dad jokes in there, and I'm sure that Dorothy's probably heard this one, but we'll throw it out there anyways. How do whittlers carve? They carve whittle by whittle. Ah, ah, ah. We're almost ready to start throwing some finish on this. Just 2 more grits worth of sandpaper. It is very sad, Pamela. I agree. Almost when she pops. She'll really pop once I start sanding the finish. Wet sanding the finish. On to the next. We're at 400 grit right now for the sandpaper. I'm going to go to 600. And the only reason why we go that high when we're working with resin is because we need the resin to have fewer scratches in it so it shines a little better. If I was working with just wood and not resin, I would have stopped at 320 and called it good, and then finished it off with the CA glue. Some of you have not seen me make a pen and may not know that the finish on these pens is actually super glue. They get finished with super glue, not urethane or anything else. They get super glue finish. It's kind of neat. I'm reading a little bit as we're going through here. Not catching all the comments, but I'm reading some of it. Yeah, this will definitely pop quite a bit nicer once we start getting the sanding in. And then once I polish it, yeah, sand this, apply the finish, sand the finish through 9 different grades of sandpaper on that and get that up to a buffed area. Then we polish it. Then it's done after assembly. And then on to 600. $600 will get it nice and smooth, primed up nice for the super glue. I'm just reading Spike's comment. That's golden. I don't know where I got this root from. I found it here on my property, but I don't know if it got here by mistake. Like my wife picked it up and brought it home, or I picked it up and brought it home. Can't remember. Take a second to write down my grits on these. I do that so that I can use what I didn't use, right? Because I only used a small portion of that. If I don't write down on the back of them, then I can't keep. So I write it down on the back. All right. Give her a little duster off her. Now we switch to different things, keeping these in order. Front to back order. Put my bushings back in their little itty bitty baggie. Well, I had a few mistakes, sweetheart, and I had to fix them, so, but, yeah, not too far from being done.
Still alive?
Yeah, still alive.
Alice, come on. Alice.
I'll show you what these little guys look like before they get any finish on them. So that's that one. And if you want to see how little wood gets left on, it's not much. And that's why they're prone to popping. Now this is the one that that broke, that I said the break and the crack would be invisible. That's where the crack was. So, like I said, just because it pops on you and it breaks, don't let it discourage you. You can fix it. Just got to get your patience kicking. You'll get it fixed. Dust these off again real quick. Now I'm going to start putting the CA glue on it. So I don't want that to trap any dust or dirt or impurities under it. Here's where I grab my carving mask and safety glasses, because the CA glue, like I said, has a tendency to heat up. You guys might even get to see it make the paper towel smoke. It will do that. It is a chemical reaction, so it's very likely that it'll happen. Start with the thin. Grab my towel here. My anti-sticky stuff on the bed towel. So I just take a piece of paper towel. This is how it gets applied. And I'm going to put my, I'm going to turn the heat back on momentarily. And I'm going to put my my mask on, because this stuff's not too fun to breathe. So we don't want to do that. So this is the mask that I use for wood carving, and this. So this is the pretty fast part, which is cool. Doesn't take too long to do this. So we do that 3 times with the thin. Establish our little base layer. That's the thin. 3 times of that, and then we go to medium. Medium, we do 7. You guys are watching, you should be seeing the paper towel smoking, burning the eyes. Makes your eyes water, which is why I wear the glasses. Try to prevent it from getting there a little bit. That's 1. Maybe you can see it kind of smoking. It's not smoking too hard yet. It's 2. Trying to get it so you can see it smoke. It does, trust me. Number 3. Should have been able to see some smoke on that one. Still smoking a little bit. Four. This feels like it's going to sand pretty good. Five. Might still be able to see the smoke, I don't know. That was 6. No, sorry, that was 5. Getting ahead of myself. This is 6. And number 7. Put an extra one on the handpiece because that's going to have a lot of friction and just felt like it. Put these glues away. Take the mask off. And you'll see that the look has dramatically changed. And where did I put my case? I think I left it over here. I did. Okay, I'm going to shut this heat off because that's a little too hot for me now. You can kind of see it now. I don't want to move the phone, but because I got it plugged in. Well, I'll just unplug it and then plug it back in. It's not too shabby. I'll just plug this back in and set back up because now is when it really starts to pop. And I'm going to zoom it in a little bit more. That should let you get a real good look at it while I'm sanding it. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Amy, Dorothy, Jim. Thank you all. Hey, Rob, I didn't even see you pop in. Get this up to about 1500 for speed. And let the wet sanding begin. Actually, before I do that, I forgot one of my critical steps. I have saved myself a little bit. I like to go in and separate the glue from the blank because it'll get stuck there. If I separate it here, it's a heck of a lot easier than when I get it off. I'll still sand it when I get it off. Just don't have to sand it as much. Comes off a bit nicer. You do run the risk of chipping your finish. So you got to make sure when you do this, if you do it, you're not applying a ton of pressure and you have a very, very sharp blade. You don't want to use a even questionably dull blade. It doesn't matter if I peel off the glue or here not, but just trying to get a little piece of it off so you can see that it does build up kind of thick. I'm not going to worry about it though. I'm not going to fight it. All right, get this sanding going. The first sanding with the 1500 grit, very slow. This is your base sanding. You're getting this to the smoothest you're going to try to get it, and the other ones will smooth it out the rest of the way. But since this is the toughest that you have, you're going to do all your heavy work with this one, and you'll see that's why this pad is way more torn up than all my other ones. This one does all the brunt of the work. Now, if I applied the finish really good, and I did all the other prep work really good, I don't have to sand this too much. And you can feel it will be nice and smooth in almost all the areas. That feels pretty good, so I shouldn't have to do this one too long. Oh yeah, no, that's my hand grabbing the pen blanks, Pam. You'll see turners do that often. We put our hands right on our work. You don't want to have loose clothing on. That's why you see me pulling my sleeves up when I have it at high speeds. You don't want loose clothing on, and you don't want strings hanging off your hoodie. So when my hoodie strings are gone. But this is how we can tell and feel on our fingers whether or not everything is smooth and right. When I first did it, right here, I could feel that it was a little rough, and the rest of it was pretty good. So I'm smoothing all this out really nice right now. After this, it should all go real quick. I'm just hitting the hard areas, the ones that were really rough, so that when Dorothy grabs this pen, it's going to be super smooth and feel really nice in her hand. So I try to dry my hand off a little bit for the last one. Keep all my dexterity. That all feels good. This is spinning at about 1500 RPMs. So you don't want to grab it hard. You just want to just barely glance over it, like I just did. You'll love when you get your Geordie piece. I've actually got a few of his pieces. I have 3. One at my property up north, one that he carved for me just to carve for me. So if you ever hear me joking on his YouTube channel and saying that something looks like deer hooves, that's because when I opened the one that he got me, I thought there was deer prints because I'm a hunter, and I thought he put some deer hooves in it. But it turned out it was a skull. It was the nose of the skull. So as naive as I was, it was pretty funny, I think. I think Jordy found it to be pretty funny too. So we're on the second sandpaper now. And now everything's going to go really, really, really fast. Stop in between every second grit and sand a different direction. Sand it side to side. This helps get the lines out of it. Oh, you remember when I thought it was deer hooves, Rob? That unboxing was very funny. It was you that pointed it out, Spike. You very politely said, "Kind of looks like a skull to me." So my technical difficulties in the beginning of the show, I was having problems getting my new camera to connect. And then once I did, I was trying to get a live stream to roll, and I couldn't because I set it up from my mobile phone. Apparently, YouTube doesn't really let you switch from your mobile stream to your PC webcam stream seamlessly, or allow you to make that change. So that's why I was going to start a different stream and start with my camera. Like I said, it had some really weird lines to it that I wasn't liking. And I don't know if it was the screen of the camera or if it was the actual video quality for some reason. So I wasn't going to risk having you guys looking at this entire stream because it was pretty annoying. But I think it kind of sucks that YouTube doesn't allow that fast and quick change from a mobile live stream to a computer live stream. Yes, skull hoof. I can definitively say I don't see any deer hoofs in this, or deer prints tracks. That much I can say. I don't see those yet. Night's still young. This one ended up having a lot more root in it than resin. Still cool though. I like it. Now what I haven't mentioned, because I don't know 100% with certainty, some of these I put glow-in-the-dark pigment in. So some of them will glow in the dark, but I don't remember which ones I put the pigment in. But there's a chance this one could, at least the blue in this might glow in the dark. We'll test it and see. I'll get the C8 flashlight and illuminate it really good. and see if it glows. I'll shut the lights off. I'm reading comments. So Rob and I both live in Michigan. We've never met. We've never gone to each other's sides of the state yet. I mean, we've probably been to each other's sides of the state, but we just haven't. Timing hasn't worked out that Rob and I have met. We're only a couple hours apart from each other, like 2.5, 3 hours. This is getting pretty shiny, Dorothy. I'm about halfway through the grits for sanding. Oh yeah, much, much smoother. Very nice. I'm going to end up finishing this up really close to my bedtime, so I'm not going to stay around and chat too much after it's done. A couple minutes, but like I said in the beginning, I've been working quite a bit lately. I'm on 7 days this week. I was off last weekend. The weekend prior to that was 7 days. Next week, Monday through Thursday, really good chance for 12-hour days. I haven't had a ton of time to be out and enjoying outside of work activities. Cornhole, playing a lot of cornhole. Some pretty green in this that you probably couldn't see before. You'll see it now. Hi, Amy. Reading more comments. Oh, I know, Rob. I know you got to. Oddly enough, my property in the UP, you feel like you get a lot of snow in the west side of the state. My property in the UP is northwest side of the state, and it's in a snow belt. A few years ago, we got enough snow that it collapsed my steel building. There was only 8 feet of snow in the season. I said feet, 8 feet. Just 2 more grits of sandpaper after this one, and then some polish. I did upgrade, well, I've been trying to do a bunch of upgrades while I wasn't recording. I got a new computer and new camera, and I also bought some stuff to make the internet signal out here stronger. Right? When people aren't used to snow, a couple feet will definitely stop the world. There's people around here that do get snow, and it seems as though they forget every time we get snow. It's like their first time ever seeing it. They can't drive, they can't go anywhere, can't do anything. They're scared to death of doing anything. Those are the people I like to say to just please stay home. If you don't have to be out, please don't. If you have paid time off days for no reason at work, just take 'em days. Use those snow days as your take 'em days and just take the day off. Stay home, enjoy some hot chocolate, whatever. Time with your family. But for gosh sakes, please stay off the roads. If you're already a bad driver, stay off the roads when it's snowing. Nice. I've never been to Drummond Island. Pamela, we had up at Lake Michigan, we had blue ice one year. The ice literally froze a shade of blue. You're on my Facebook page, Pamela. You can go through some of my pictures and you'll see the blue ice. Yeah, I'm not even going to do too much shop cleanup here tonight. I'm just going to finish this pen up and do a quick tidy up, and that'll be it for me. Go in and clean up and get ready for bed because I got to wake up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Usually gives me anywhere between 4 and 6 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. I get 6, but most of the time it's 4 or 5. That was the final sanding for this. Just doing that final scuff. Now we get to get ready to do the buffing. Polishing and buffing. I do like some walleye and perch. Yeah, I remember your account got stolen, Pam. I hate that people do that. Rotten people. So this is not polishing, this is just drying it off and getting it ready for polish, but even without the polish, it's pretty. Got a pretty shine without the polish even on it. Disconnect the phone battery here and I'm going to leave it set up over here, good and close to it. And let you see here, how pretty and shiny it is. Put myself behind it, it'll probably give it a good moment of focus. All right, we'll get ready to polish her up. All right, let's do some polish. Ow. A lot of people will only single polish. I usually go over it twice. I'm going to here as well. Give it a few seconds and let it dry up a bit. Usually by the time I'm done doing one blank or one side like I am right now. Usually the other side's ready to go again. And this will make your pen super, super shiny. I know it doesn't look super shiny right now. Actually, it kind of does. But it needs to flash a little bit. Just kind of dry up. I'll take this quick second to get a quick drink here. Yeah, quick second to get a quick drink here. Oh, I didn't even have anywhere close to a awesome shine yet, bro. The type of cloth I'm using is just a scrap t-shirt cloth. I just tore it, and I use the softer side for the polishing. I'll grab a piece of it because it's what I'm going to use to polish this up. This is just a piece of t-shirt, so I'll use the softer side when I'm applying the polish here. When I go to take it off, I'll use the rougher side first, and then I'll switch to the softer side. Yeah, I want to see that knife handle, Rob. You should make a video. Hopefully you did. All right. So now we'll see it go from this paleness. It's going to shine right up first touch with the cloth. Polish that I'm using, Jim, is Novus 2. It's just a fine scratch remover. All right, let's make her shine. No problem, Jim, no problem, sir. Make her shine. I'm going to try to hit it from the back so you guys can really see it pop. You see the two differences there? Let me get this one now. Now I'll flip it over and get it with the soft side. Lathe work is really, really fast. I mean, this video took a lot longer because I was really just taking my time and not really trying to knock it out, just kind of hanging out. Haven't done a live stream in a really, really long time. And I don't know if it shows it, but I actually just opened up a merchandise shop with a bunch of my hats and, I'm sorry, I didn't do the hats because those didn't turn out well. But hoodies, t-shirts, travel mugs, coffee mugs. So I have those in there in my merch shop. If any of you guys want a little of Chris's custom cut woodwork memorabilia. Oh yeah, major, major difference, especially even when you slow it down. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to run in and get that C8 light and see if we hit it with that C8 light, if it'll glow. All right, give me 1 second before I hit this this light, guys, and turn this on. My boss is messaging me. I'm just going to reply to him real quick. I'm going to forward him an email real quick. It's really weird. It's not showing that it sent out.
Should you look another one here?
Yes, I will. Okay, I can shut these lights off. Hopefully, I'm probably going to get another text message from him. We'll see. Taking a look here. That would be pretty nice to have a tiny little, itty bitty little signature thing. Oh, it's funny, Beth. Kill these lights. Oh, 100% there's some glow in this. You can kind of see it. You can see it right here on the edges. Same thing on this one. It's on the edges here. Should be able to see it there. I'm trying to wait for this other light to go out, but it's not gonna, it's gonna take like 5 minutes before it goes out. Then I can shut the C8 light off and you should be able to see it really good. It's weird, it's only on the edges, the outlines of the, definitely glowing though. Kind of see it there with I just got to wait for that light to go out. I'm trying to just leave this on here and charge it up. If you get a blue light, that's what I'm using is a blue flashlight, C8, or even a black light. It'll light it up really good. I don't know, I'm not going to wait for that other light to go out. But you can kind of see it pretty good. See it right here is really good. Faded out quick. But it is there. All right, let's assemble it. So that right there, how easy that popped off is because of that little razor blading that I did. Otherwise, that the razor glue will stick it together. It is a magical pen. All right, so now we take the, just get a little sanding right on the end. And you got to remember the orientation. This side went here. So we're just knocking off the little bit of glue that's on the ends there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break out the old razor blade. And this is just by way of laziness because I don't like to sand a lot.
Do you wanna go with me?
I can't, I'm still live. Okay. Oh, I like it. Trim off the other one here. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm focusing to make sure I don't put a razor blade into my thumb. Yeah, yeah, she does need to remind me to hurry the fuck up. uh, I actually didn't have to make dinner tonight. My wife made some spicy chicken fillets and some pasta, so I was well taken care of by my sweetheart. Now, for those who haven't seen, I'll flip this camera around before we finish making this. All my carvings from all the people, well, most of them, right? So that little black skull is not a carving, but this guy right here, that guy, he is Creepy Carving Trade. Both of those are RJ Chase. We got Chris Burnett in the corner over here, the Eagle and that guy. Scott Shelton in the back. That one up there in the back, that's Jordy Johnson. And then, actually, slide my chair out of the way. That is the deer hoof. What I thought was the deer hoofs. I thought those were deer prints right there. But it was clearly a skull face. But I thought it was like deer hooves all over the place. But that's a Jordy carving. Sorry, I picked my camera up and I'm moving around. But yeah, if Fran is still here, that's a Fran palm carving right here. That one's Nathan Bublik, Chris Burnett. This one comes from Vinny. Can't remember his last name. I can't remember what carving place he is. And I can't see the screen very good right now because I'm looking at the carvings. Now I'm looking at my my tablet. Also RJ Chase and RJ and RJ and RJ. RJ did a whole bunch with me. Okay. Enough of the shop tour. We're going to set up the pen press. And lower it down quite a bit. And I got to zoom out. All right. Move my tablet. Tripping over all this wood I got over here. Oh, I can't wait for the BAP carving to come. That's exciting all on its own. Got my instructions. Jesus, it takes longer to get this stuff out of the bag than it did for me to do the work. Come on. It's gonna jam me up. Buffering? No! Don't buffer, you jick. Is everybody buffering or just Fran or Pam? Don't have any strokes. That's no bueno. All right, come on, Chris. Adjust this a little better. Don't do it 100 times. No strokes for Rob. No bueno. And there's the body of your pen. Slide clip L over the transmission subassembly ABCDE. That doesn't seem to be making sense. I'm trying to check this the right way here. All right, read this again. Slide clip L over the transmission subassembly ABCDE. I'm reading and looking because these directions aren't super good. I believe that's how that goes. Dropped the spring, but I watched it. That's important to do. Well, I think I'm just going to screw that part on last. Because that don't make any sense to me. Before I press it though. I gotta look and see if I have a big enough opening press block. I don't know if that's it. Turns out one of my little sample blocks is going to do the trick for me. Okay. Trying to find the boring spot in it. I think that's it. That way I can leave this visible. And we'll just put the clasp over the wood. I think that looks like a good spot. Nope, John, I haven't used the CNC yet. Thanks for popping in. How do you like that for positioning, Dorothy? So that the clip isn't hiding any of the resin. Okay, great. Thanks, Dorothy. Thanks for watching since the beginning, John. On and off. Now, Dorothy, you have a Parker style pen refill, so you can refill. This one's black. You can get them in blue and other colors, but these generally roll and work really nice. There you go. It's all put together, stylus and all. It does stick out. The stylus kind of grabs it a little bit. That'll wear down over time. But the stylus does grab it a little. And so you can see the stylus works. Close out of the chat. Open the chat back up. Just like that. She's all gooder. Dorothy, you're gonna have to email me your address. I'll probably get this shipped out probably Monday. Maybe. Oh, I gotta work late on Monday. I might be able to run up on lunch or something and ship it out. I got a post office that's not too far from me, so I might be able to do it then. Nifty. It's not intended to be a pen holder or a stand, but it worked. Great, Dorothy. There's gonna be some other stuff in the package too. It won't just be a pen. You'll have a little sleeve for it. Probably send you some stickers too. This one is a pen with a stylus, John. Yeah, this one moves the screen about. Yep, this one moves the screen about. Well, thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Like I said, I got a couple more pens I got to make for myself and a coworker and some other stuff. Yeah, it does work. Does work pretty well, John. This is the third one like this that I've made, the exact same model. One of them didn't come out very good. The clicker was like really, really bad. But like I said, the stylus part grabs it and holds it a little bit. So it will pop in. It's just got to break in. Yeah, should be, like I said, should be a pretty comfortable. Got a good big large grip. Wood I get from all over the place. This was actually a root that I put resin in and around, and I made the blank. But when I make cutting boards and coasters, like this coaster is just a scrap piece. That's red oak and sapele. I mostly get scraps from other buddies, and I get the scraps from the stuff that I use. I got a piece of live edge cherry right here. And I haven't decided what I'll make with it, but nice piece of live edge cherry. Could do something, a plaque or something with it. It's a pretty piece. But different things. I generally don't throw any wood away. Of course, everything I have up here on the shelf above me, all the wood that I have over here, all logs and stuff. Pretty much everything right here is cutting boards, or will be cutting boards. Some of these are 4 or 5 feet tall. Stores wise, sometimes Woodcraft, but I try not to go to Woodcraft for too much wood. I get a lot of it from my buddy Jake, who is Disbro Designs, DISBRO Designs. He's a fellow woodworker. He's actually the guy I bought my CNC from. We do different types of woodworking, so he has leftovers, and I'll buy his leftovers a lot. If he doesn't have what I need, then I'll buy it from Woodcraft, or I'll buy it from hardwood suppliers. There's Bell Forest online. They'll ship it directly to your house, but they're very, very pricey. I am going to throw some stuff while I'm talking to you guys here and trying to answer questions. I'm going to do a little light cleaning up here. Just so I can keep everything kind of in order for the next trip, the next big woodworking day that should be coming up. I've got some stuff to do, some orders that I got to fill. I have a lot of cutting and charcuterie boards to make here very shortly. I have the table to recreate that I had pointed out in the beginning of the table. I've got some of the table recreated, but I've got to recreate more. Lots more work involved in it. But yeah, this table here, Spike was looking at this table earlier and admiring it for good reasons. Right, so this is a piece of elm, and I did fractal burning on it. The guy did his own epoxy tabletop work, but I did all the building of everything. Fractal burned it all the way around. And anybody who is not familiar with electricity, please, please, please stay the ever living hell away from fractal burning. This is dangerous stuff. The fractal burning can kill you. It's not forgiving. You're literally electrocuting the wood. Yeah, it looks cool, and that's great. But if you don't know anything at all about electricity, or you're not very good with electricity, thanks, Jim. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for saying the table's beautiful. Yeah, the whole thing with fractal burning, like I said, it's you're electrocuting the wood, right? You're running a lot of electricity through the wood to get these designs on here. So if you know nothing about electricity, don't follow the TikTok trends. Don't build your own. Don't go trying to do what these things do. There is danger involved with it, and it comes at a steep price. There have been many people who have died using these machines. And yep, lots of wood all over the place. You guys didn't even get to see all that cottonwood bark and all that cottonwood bark up there. Some big pieces. And my scrap wood bin, it's all leftovers. Having this thing on the tripod was good for that. That's all cutting boards, and most of that is cutting boards, and some more cottonwood bark. So yeah, lots of good fun stuff. Just gonna keep on grabbing some stuff to clean up here. Checking your comments here. Yeah, no problem, John. I'll post it here into the chat because I don't believe I have it anywhere quote unquote accessible through YouTube, Pamela. Let me tap it in here. And then there's also Instagram and Facebook. Chris's Custom Cut can be found on both. You can get a hold of me through there too. I know your Facebook got hacked and trashed, and it's a terrible thing because you were posting good stuff. No problem, Pamela. Just rolling up some cords and stuff while I'm chatting with you guys and answering any other little questions you guys might have. I really wish that my new setup would have been working properly because the microphone was working good on it. And when I initially tested it out, everything worked great. And then suddenly it's like, yeah, nah, we're not going to work great for you. A bunch of bahiki. Yeah, I got my microphones in here. The audio's okay right now, but it's all directly through my phone. I have the wireless lavalier mic and it worked really, really good with the camera that I bought, which was fantastic. You too, Rob. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you, as always. I was trying to do the video camera as the webcam. Like I said, it was not reacting well. I don't know if it was interference maybe from the LED lights. If that makes any kind of sense. I don't know that it does, but it's one potential thing, I guess. I had myself all freaking set up, ready to go with it and try it and do it. Right, like I had the whole little handy camera set up. I had my mic hooked up to it, ready to rock and roll and do good things. And it was not ready to rock and roll and do good things, apparently. Very well could have been the LED lighting. That's my only guess. I gotta try to use it again without the LEDs and see if it does anything. I really hope it's not the LED lighting, because the LED lighting is what I have to light my garage and make it so bright and pretty. And I spent a lot of money on that to make that happen. So I'm really hoping it's not the LED lights. But it very well could be, because I think the LED lights were causing this guy here to not give me the best audio quality all the time too. Also an annoying thing. You know, John, I appreciate that, because I hadn't even thought of a lens filter. Not even a little bit. I know you're big into photography, so that would make sense for you to think of that and come with it. I'll have to look into that. I don't know if I can put one on this or not based on the lens type. It looks like maybe it's threaded. Yeah, I don't know. This is just a really little cheap, inexpensive camera. Yeah, I did get the overhead dust set up and work. It's a knockoff junky brand. I don't even think it says the brand on it, to be honest with you. I bought it off Amazon. It's just a cheapie. It was like a $150 camera or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't even give you on the owner's instruction manual. It doesn't even give you the name brand on that. On their little customer service team card doesn't give it to you either. Just tells you, well, I guess you could email YKeyCam, whatever, some Japanese or Chinese company probably. I don't know. Yeah, I would send it back, but I wasn't looking to invest $600, $700, or $800 into the system. And the camera actually had pretty good reviews. Like I said, I think maybe it could be the LED lighting. I'm hoping not, but if it is, it is. The little bit that I did inside the house seemed to be good. The quality was good in there. But it's gonna suck if it's not good elsewhere, like in the garage, because this is where I do all of my videoing is out here in the garage. So it'll really stink if that's the case. I won't be a happy camper. I had my tripod and everything all set up. Everything was going to be great for this live stream. It was still a good live stream, but was really hoping to try out the new equipment and see how that goes. I was trying to kill a whole bunch of birds with one stone type of thing. Hey, Matt, how are you, sir? Matt checking in all the way from the UK like Spike. Have a good night, Pamela. Since you're just tuning in, Matt, this was tonight's project here was this nice little stylus pen. Little resin and root mix. Heading out to Miss Dorothy. Pretty nice pen overall, I think. The wood, Matt, is unknown because it was a tree root that I found somewhere that just looked really cool, and I couldn't decide if I was going to carve it or what I was going to do with it. So I cut it into a whole bunch of pieces and mixed them with resin. All right, so I did the tree roots, and I just poured resin all over them and made pen blanks out of it. And I might be able to make it better. Let me grab this flashlight again. Kill all lights here, or maybe I can get it to glow a little bit better, a little bit nicer. I don't know. Gave it a little glow in the dark. That's a pretty good shot of it there. Put a blue light on it, or a black light. Not too shabby. Okay. Which hardware set, John, for the pen itself? It is awesome free wood, for sure. Okay, Dorothy, sounds good. You have a good night. And it was my pleasure to make the pen and help contribute to another Carver's giveaway. Jordy's supported me pretty good through the years and been a good guy for me. So I'm always happy to help out the Carving Fusion family and do what I can to throw something nice in and help out with giveaways and admin challenges and all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna jump off here too, as I'm looking at the time at 10 o'clock. I still got to take a shower, well, at least blow the dust off of myself here, put some stuff together, and Dorothy, I'll get everything shipped out here to you as soon as I can possibly break away. I'll email you with a tracking number and everything. And I do thank every one of you guys for tuning in. And if you want, check out my merch shop. I haven't officially posted it too much on social media, but it should be showing up underneath the videos now. I don't know that it is. I'm looking at it here on my tablet, but I don't know that it's actually showing up there. I know if you go full screen, it does not. At least for me, it's not. Maybe if I close the chat window. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, doesn't look like it. All right, again, thank you, Matt, for tuning in. Appreciate it. John, everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. Really, really do appreciate it. And I'm going to try to do some more live streams soon. Take this off of here. All right, guys. A little quick whirlwind.